Hello everybody and welcome to the very first episode of my Football Manager 26 series with Dorking Wanderers. Do you know what? It feels like I haven't recorded a video or a series on YouTube for years. Not a consistent series anyway, but we're back. I'm hoping to do a lot more this year. This is a save that I've really been looking forward to. I've wanted to do it for months and months and months. So we are back for FM26. If this has landed in your sub boxes, thank you so much for being here still. Some of you probably don't even know that you're still here, but yeah, you're stuck with me now. Stay with me, and we're going to have a really, really fun series ahead of us. So Dorking Wanderers, why have I chosen Dorking Wanderers? Well, there's a few reasons. First and foremost, I absolutely love a Road to Glory series, starting from the bottom in Football Manager. We are going to be in the Vanarama National League South, so the lowest playable league that you can play as in England. So really looking forward to that. Love a Road to Glory series. See if we can get them all the way to the top, to the Premier League. Eventually, a Premier League win and maybe a Champions League win. And maybe we might find a couple of cheeky wonder kids along the way. Second reason is I absolutely love the Dorking Wanderers videos on YouTube. For anyone that's not watched Bunch of Amateurs before, I'll leave a link to their channel down in the description. I watch it all the time. I've seen every single video that they've done over like the last 5 or 6 seasons. It's an incredible insight into non-league football. Their manager, just as a little bit of background, their manager, Mark White, is also the owner of the club. So it's a really, really good story. They were formed in like the year 2000. I think it was 1999 or year 2000. They've gone all the way through the leagues. The highest league they've ever been in is in the Vanarama National League for one season. They did get relegated, unfortunately. So they're back in the National League South now. And we're going to have a few little aims and objectives. You know, one of Mark White, the owner's big things that he wanted to do, apart from rising through the leagues, is to reach the first round of the FA Cup proper, which they've never, ever managed to do. So we'll be aiming to do that, hopefully, in this first season. So yeah, they're the main reasons why I chose Dorking Wanderers. Like I say, I'll leave a little link to their channel in the description below. I'd encourage you to go and check it out. It's a fantastic watch. So here is the club profile screen. Dorking, we play at Meadowbank Stadium. We've got the used capacity of 4,500. We've got 580 season ticket holders with a season ticket price at £324. £18 to get in. Nicknamed the Wanderers. There's the year that they were formed in 1999. And I was actually very wrong regarding the highest division that they'd been in. So I wasn't wrong about the highest division. They have played in the National League, but I don't think they got relegated in the first season. It says that the highest finish was 16th in the National League, which is not a relegation position. I honestly can't remember. I'd have to go back and look through the videos. I'll update in the last episode, but I think there was an issue in terms of like no, it's 22, 23. I can't remember. I do apologise, but we'll definitely go and have a look. We've got a little bit of budget. We've got a transfer budget of 25,000. We've got a wage budget of £933 left, and some scouting, which we're definitely going to be doing at 20,000. In terms of the board expectations this season, they are quite high in Season 1. We need to be performing from the off. They want us to gain automatic promotion to the National League, reach the FA Cup proper, so the first round, and then just be competitive in the FA Trophy. They have got a 5-year plan. Next year, if we do get promoted to the National League, they want a top half finish. So big pressure on us straight away. Continue to record a top half finish, reach the playoffs in 28-29, which of course by this time, providing that we're still in the job, I would hope that we are pushing towards sort of League 2, League 1 status at this point. And then in the final 5th year, continue to challenge for a National League playoff place. So that's kind of like the peak for them at the moment in terms of these early expectations in the game. Let's have a look at the squad then that we are going to be working with. Of course, I recognise a lot of these players from the Bunch of Amateurs series, but let's do this by current ability. So our best player in the squad at this moment in time, on paper, is Charlie Carter, who's a central midfielder. He's got really good passing, technique and first touch for this level. He's going to be a key player for us. Probably reaching the peak of his career, 28 years old, 4-star current ability and 4 stars of potential. Next up, we've got Louis Annesley, who is a new player this season. He's going to be probably our starting centre-back. Again, 4-star and 4.5 stars of potential ability. Still pretty young, 25 years old. He is, as far as I'm aware, a Gibraltar international. 12 heading, 10 marking, 11 tackling. He is 6'4", so he's a big, tall boy. He's going to be with us at the back. Josh Taylor, this then starts to go down pretty quickly in terms of current ability. Whether we need some reinforcements in Season 1, I'm not too sure. But we've got Josh Taylor, 30 years old, another central midfielder. He'll be playing alongside Charlie Carter. He's got some really good attributes, to be fair. 5'11". Has he played at a decent level? He's quite experienced at this level. Formerly of Havant and Waterlooville, Maidstone, Sutton United. He's got some experience. Was in the Crystal Palace Academy when he was a youngster as well. Alfie Rutherford. This guy is going to be our star man. He's the one that is going to hopefully score the goals for us. 12 finishing and 11 composure. 12 heading is what I'm looking at. Maybe not so much the 12 heading. He's only 5'10", 26 years old. Hopefully he's going to be our star man up front for a little while. Let's just have a look at one or two more. James McShane plays an attacking midfielder role. Are we going to need to implement a 4-2-3-1? I'll probably have the formation up for the next episode. We'll see how that goes. I'm torn between doing a basic 4-4-2, a 4-2-4 or a 4-2-3-1, but we shall see. I know a lot of the time, Mark White, the current manager and owner, he does like to play a 3 at the back, so we may see if we can implement some real-life scenarios into there or not. We shall see. Really good mentals for this level. 12 finishing as well, which will be helpful. Good technique. We haven't got the tallest side. 5'10", James McShane playing at attacking midfield. And then finally, we're going to have Alfie Rutherford's strike partner up front, Jason Pryor. Really good attributes in the areas that we want them. He's going to be a good target forward for us. 12 finishing, 13 first touch, 13 heading. Decent mentals. Physicals are slightly on the decline. And in terms of potential in the squad, they are mainly based around some of the players that we've already looked at. So there's a bit of squad building to do here. In terms of positions, I can only see that we've got one goalkeeper at this moment in time. We've got a few centre-backs. We've got Brennan Camp. I really like Brennan Camp in real life. He's going to be our starting right-back. We can definitely play a 4 at the back formation with this team. The question is, do we have a left-back? We do have a left-back in Jordan Norville-Williams, but he's currently injured for 4 to 5 months. That could be an area that we need to delve into in terms of the transfer market. We're going to need a good left-back and probably a backup left-back as well. We can play Frank Vincent in there. He can play all along that left-hand side, but his tackling is not amazing. I'd suggest he more sits within a central midfield role. 16 determination, which is really good. He could be our starting left-back if we don't manage to get anybody in. We've got a couple of injuries here. Dan Pybus is going to be out for 2 to 4 months. Niall McManus, 2 to 3 months. So we've got 3 kind of long-term injuries in here. We know that we're all good for central midfielders. We've got a couple of players that can play on the wing as well. We've got Denon Lewis, who I really like. He's a new signing. He can play on the left or the right-hand side. I'm thinking of kind of adopting wingers, probably, in this formation. Jimmy Mewett as well. He would mainly play on the right-hand side. Very strong right foot. 29 years old. 2.5 star, 2.5 star. I'd kind of argue that he's maybe not as much of a fringe player. I think he's going to be quite key for us in some of these areas. But on first look at the squad, I think we need 2 or 3 players. We probably need at least another left back. I think it's that left-hand side. We need somebody at left back, and I think we need a left-sided midfielder. Aside from that, I think that we are pretty much okay. We've got a couple of players in the under-21s, but don't really have excellent current ability. We've got Josh Hebert here, who has made a few first-team appearances in the recent videos that I've watched. He can play on the right-hand side as well. Could be somebody that we look at. And in terms of the under 18s, we've only got one player that's maybe got a little bit of potential here. So there's some work to do amongst this squad, I think. Let's have a look at the staff then. Hopefully we're okay in this department. One of the things that I'm not able to see in this year's game, you guys will have to let me know in the comments if I'm completely missing it, is the comparison of our staff to other teams in the league, like where we sit in that. I mean, we've got all staff here. We've got the medical team. I like how it splits it up, which is really, really good. But coaching staff, we've got 9. We've got myself. We've got the assistant manager, who it's not letting us see on this screen. We have got a head of youth development. We've got more than enough coaches. We've got a set-piece coach as well, which we're not allocated, but we'll take it. We've got a head performance analyst, and we haven't got a slot for performance analysts. We do need, in the recruitment team, we are full in there, but we do need another scout, so that we'll make sure and we go and try and find one of those. We can send those guys then out on some missions and make sure that we're trying to find young players that would be adaptable into this squad. Regarding the medical, we've only got 2 staff. We've got a head physio and we've got a sports scientist. We have got an opening for a physio as well. So we'll make sure that we bring somebody in to give us every chance of getting that promotion that we want this season. Now, in terms of our media prediction, let's have a little look here. So there's 24 teams in the National League South. It's going to be a really competitive year. It's going to be a long year. In terms of the season preview, we are predicted to finish in 2nd place, just behind Dagenham and Redbridge, who are the favourites. We do want to be winning the league. Are we able to see the rules? I think it's only the first team. I think it's the team that finishes first that gets promoted automatically. And then the next, like, half a dozen that go into kind of a weird playoff system that they've got in the National League. We have got a couple of players in the Dream 11. We've got Louis Annesley. He's in there, our 6'5", 6'4" centre-back that we looked at. And our midfield maestro and captain, Charlie Carter. So a couple of players in there from Dorking Wanderers, which is really, really good to see. Like I say, financially, we've got a little bit to play with. Transfer budget of £25,000. We've still got £933 in the wage budget. Scouting is there, 20k on scouting. We're definitely going to be using that 100%. So yeah, we've got some work to do, but overall, I think that we could be in really good shape. So today's episode is just a little bit of an opening, an introduction to Dorking, see what's going on. We need about 2 or 3 players, definitely down that left-hand side, left back, probably left winger. And then once we get those in time for the next episode, I will go through a formation with you guys that we are going to play. But I'd like to think that we've got enough quality in this side to be able to have a really good season. We've got a few friendlies, 4 of them. Corinthian Casuals, Wingate and Finchley, Leatherhead and Dulwich Hamlet will be playing those friendly games off camera, and we will come back in the next episode for the first games of the National League South season. We've got Chippenham away, which is going to be a tough game, and Hampton and Richmond at home. Let's just have a little look at where they are in the media predictions. So Chippenham away, they are predicted to finish in the bottom 3, and then Hampton and Richmond. Do you know what? On paper, it's an absolutely dream start. It's 2 games that we really, really should be winning. But yeah, come back to me in the next episode, guys. Hopefully I have that out in the next couple of days. Really looking forward to getting this season started. And yeah, just can't wait to get into it. Thank you so much for being here. Hugely appreciated. If you've enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch you in the next episode very soon.